are tuned in to 50/50 News on the House of the Princess channel, hosted by Princess A.V, featuring world, local, celebrity, and YouTube news. Be sure to hit the like, subscribe, and notification bell as I give you the traditional news with a small twist of ratchet. Let's go. Let's go is right. How are y'all doing today? My name is Princess A.V. Now, most of y'all know that. And you are watching 50/50 News here at House of the Princess. Look, I look a little regular today. I think my eyes are puffy a little bit, but that's okay. Y'all love me anyway. And my hair is wet, so that's why I'm a little late. I've been having calls after calls after calls. So I haven't got all the business taken care of yet, but I'm working on it. I hope that you have pressed the like button by now. Okay, while you coming on in, I appreciate everybody that is coming in. You are watching 50/50 News. Let me run through, see how I see y'all coming in. How y'all doing? How are y'all doing? What happened to my check comment? I don't see anything missing. Hey, tell your friends to come on in, okay? Tell them to come in, like and share. If you would like to become a card-carrying legal citizen of the House of the Princess, press that join button that's next to the subscribe button, or you can find it down in the description box, okay? I'm not going to waste a lot of time. We're going to get right to the news because y'all already know the business. You know how to reach me on social media, and you know how to hit the Cash App or the super chat or be benevolent in any form of fashion, baby. I take everything, okay? Everything, okay? I even take your link cards if you know how to send me some food via Amazon, okay? It'll work, okay? Besides that, hey, how you doing on this Friday? I know some of y'all either getting ready to go home or you're on your way home or already go home. Spring break is here for the city of Chicago. So yeah, we got it going on. So first, let me see. I need to take this off the screen. We're going to do our, of course, it's local news. I don't know. I've been feeling kind of weird. Like I don't like. I guess because I haven't been consistent. I miss pushing my buttons on time. I feel weird. Like I don't know what to do. Maybe I need a break. I'm glad you finally got a reminder on time too. And this one I did quick. Like this wasn't even, in advance, because usually we do news at 1:30, but it's just a lot been going on and some personal things I had to tend to today. And I'm sorry, why does my voice sound raspy? I hope I'm not getting sick. Look here. Maybe that'll be a little bit better. Let's see. So I need to tend to that. Let me put that there. So we're going to do local news, which is local news to the city of Chicago and the metropolitan and surrounding areas, all the way up to Indiana. I'm going back to Indiana. Yeah, I guess my voice is a little bit raspy. I might have to rest it or do just a little tender loving care to myself. Now we missing a few likes. Okay, I saw a flag around here somewhere. Okay. I love when I see stuff from overseas and things. Okay. So our first news story is there's going to be Governor Pritzker has issued a tax break on groceries and gas in lieu of the war over in Ukraine and the shortage. So all of our news is coming from Fox 32 today. And let's see what they over there talking about. Okay, I always like this one because I like to feel important. Okay. Here we go.
What's in Illinois' next budget today?
Natalie Bonke here now with how much taxpayers are expected to save. Natalie. $1.8 billion in tax relief, the governor says, and a $1 billion contribution to the state's rainy day fund.
We're also doubling down our unprecedented investments in public safety, including funding the largest state police cadet class in state history, and dedicating the most ever resources to tackling the root causes of violence.
The state's 1% sales tax on groceries will be suspended for a year. The state's fuel tax, which previously doubled under Pritzker, will be suspended for 6 months. There will be property tax rebates up to $300 per household, an expansion of the earned income tax credit, and families will receive direct checks, $50 per person plus $100 per child. Republicans say it's an election year gimmick.
It's a year and a half ago, Governor Pritzker was spending over $50 million of his own money to try to convince Illinois voters to approve his $3.5 billion tax hike. Fast forward to a re-election year, and suddenly Governor Pritzker wants to paint this very rosy picture of the state's finances and tell everybody that we've got a surplus.
So if you're scratching your head as to why Illinois now has a surplus, it's because of the $8 billion that the state was given by the feds in COVID relief funds. Republicans claim instead of COVID spending, though, it's going to pet projects in Democratic districts. The Democrats are expected to file their final budget tonight. Both the House and Senate must approve it before it moves to the governor's desk. Corey?
You really cannot determine.
That's very interesting. Pet projects. You know, Chicago is notorious for misusing funds or mob mentality or doing things that we ain't got no business doing. So that's very interesting. We had, a good number of COVID cases, but we kept COVID under wraps here in the city of Chicago, especially for it to be a big city. So I can understand why they didn't spend a lot of money on that. So interesting. Hey, Lauren BJ, thank y'all for the love. Okay. Yes, y'all is on Friday. So our next story, this is a story that has been dated back at least a month, I believe. There was a set of brothers that were discovered living in a home where their mother and their sister were missing. Come to find out, they buried their mother and sister in the yard. And they were also living in squalor. So they were still cashing the Social Security checks, and they're, living like these people were still in the house. So one brother has been charged in burying the bodies. So here we go.
Determine whether these individuals died of natural causes or did not. And that definitely causes some concern.
Developing tonight, charges in the discovery of bodies in the backyard of a Lyons home.
Casey Cronus live for us tonight with the latest in this unusual case. Casey.
Corey and Dawn, for months, investigators have been trying to find out how those women died, but because their bodies were badly decomposed, autopsies could only confirm who they were and not their cause of death. 8 months after a horrifying discovery in the backyard of a Lyons home.
The bodies were in these large Tupperware containers, and they were duct taped completely, and they were wrapped in blankets.
Charges have been brought against one of the Lelko brothers involved in burying their mother and sister.
We really don't know the dates of death. The only thing we can go by is what Michael says.
Michael Lelko is being charged with 2 counts of concealment of a death. The bodies found last August after a wellness check at their home. It's since been boarded up, but at the time had no running water and was in deplorable condition. Michael Lelko told investigators that his mom died in 2015 after his sister pushed her down the stairs, and that his sister died in 2019 after she got sick, and admitted to burying them. Police Chief Thomas Harrion says John Lelko hasn't been charged just yet, but both brothers, who are in their 40s, could still be facing federal charges tied to cashing their mom's Social Security checks every month for 6 years after she died.
It was Michael that was cashing the checks, and his name was on the account to be able to do that. He was a beneficiary on that account, or an authorized signature on that account. So he continued to cash those checks.
Officials say they even have video of Michael at the bank cashing those checks and estimate that $70,000 in Social Security checks were fraudulently collected over the years. Live from the Lyons Police Department, Casey Promis, Fox 32, Chicago.
There shouldn't be an echo now. I fixed it unless you're a little bit behind Ms. Indies. Tupperware. I think when they say Tupperware, I think it's like the plastic totes that we buy. That's what I got from it, because when he said Tupperware, I was like, Tupperware, I'm thinking about, what we eat with, so I think it was maybe like a plastic tote and he couldn't say it, or, a large see-through plastic tote or something like that. But you could look in that man's eyes and see it's something wrong with him, demons, and that he's sick in some type of way. And aside from that, 6 years is a long time to be cashing somebody's check after they died. Lyons is not a poor suburb. It's more white people. Okay. They're not, it's more, a little bit more affluent. It's not very affluent, but it's not a poor side of town. So for that to happen there is also kind of interesting. Like, it's middle class or whatever. So that's not, you don't hear a lot of crime out in Lyons and stuff like that. So it's really like messed up. Now they didn't say, I don't remember them saying that the bodies are chopped up, but they probably just, did what they could, Now, I don't understand why you just couldn't say that the people was dead. Now, I can understand maybe if you tried to conceal your mama's death, if your sister pushed her down the stairs. But if she was old, maybe you could have, like, she fell down the stairs. I don't know what happened. But I guess they don't know how to lie. It's just something about that. But the sister died. They never said what she died from. The mother was like 86. So, you could have went through that. Like, just the whole family apparently is fucked up and it's a mess. So, I'm interested to see what comes from this story. Our next story is, didn't care about their mother. Yeah. The next story is a little boy found a flaming object coming out of the sky. And now they have discovered it and the planetarium is getting involved. So let's hear this little story about what he found flying from the sky.
A rare sighting and potential find in Antioch.
Wasn't a bird or a plane, but a meteorite, we think.
Natalie is back with the 10-year-old boy who found it. Natalie.
We're still waiting on official confirmation, but it is possible this young man found something that is billions of years old.
Out of nowhere, I just see a giant asteroid just pass by. A giant bowl of fire.
Like something out of a movie. 10-year-old Alexander Harrington saw it and shouted, "Oh my gosh," from his room. The Sunday night commotion woke mom and dad.
Both my husband and I jumped out of bed, ran to the window in his room, and sure enough, there were a couple fires off, a little bit in the distance there.
Sure enough, this is what they found.
People see meteors a few times a night in any given location. How often people see a meteorite? Very, very few times. It is not common.
Michelle Nichols is with the Adler Planetarium. She's skeptical.
If you see something fall from the sky and it's hot, if it's on fire, probably not a meteorite. Meteorites, when they hit the ground, are cold.
True meteorites have a dark surface that's relatively smooth. It's magnetic and has iron crystals on the inside.
You really need to send it off to a lab and get it tested, and then get the test results looked at by a meteorite specialist astronomer.
Alexander has not called in the experts, but his rock collection did get an upgrade.
Even like that small of a thing could be really big, like from coming out of outer space.
The Field Museum has a meteorite lab, and once a year in late summer, they have an identification day where people can send in their samples to have them tested. Dawn?
What a great idea. I can't wait to hear.
I'd be like, you ain't gonna give me my stuff back. Like, oh, excuse me. How much is it worth? We don't know. Like, okay, it was kind of almost like, what was the point of the story? But I found it interesting because stuff just doesn't fall and fly out of the sky. It obviously is in space dust or, satellite matter. It's something. What it is, we don't know. And I have a feeling like all the time they withhold information from us and cover stuff from us without letting us know. So, yeah. I'm interested in knowing what it is. And the government be knowing what stuff falls out the sky all the time. All the time. And y'all ain't tell us, yeah, okay. You getting your news, cat? Oh my God. I was thinking the same thing, Princess. I'm not sending my stuff in because y'all not going to give it back. They always deny something, but they also sure won't give it back if it's real. Yeah. They go flex on that little boy and finesse his ass. Oh, it's probably nothing. Let's just see what it is. We'll go for tests and you'll be calling for months. Doo-doo-doo. Oh, we'll get back to you. Oh, yeah. What's your name? Mm-hmm. Okay. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. We're working on it. Call us back in 5 weeks. Yeah. Some shit like that. Let's give a little piece. Okay. Well, we'll give you $200 for it. Yeah. Next thing you know, motherfucker, it should be worth $2 million and shit. Hey, T. T with Marie. Welcome. It just sounds like some full of shit action, okay? So next we have a child predator is on the loose, and these folks is trying to catch his ass. So if you seen him, especially those that are watching on Facebook, okay, y'all drop a dime on this man.
FBI Chicago is seeking to identify victims of an alleged child predator.
They're hoping anyone who thinks their child may have been a victim will come forward.
Elizabeth Matthews is live tonight with what parents need to know. Elizabeth. Pouring down, the FBI says there could be more than 100 child victims in this case. Now they're asking for the public's help in finding them.
It's a horrible thought for any parent out there, and we really are here to help ID the victims so that we can rebuild and provide any services that we can.
55-year-old Michael Porter is facing federal child pornography charges, accused of secretly recording children undressing inside YMCA locker rooms.
Their children were between 5 and 17, generally boys, and they used the shower room or locker room at a YMCA called South Shore, High Ridge, or the Leaning Tower YMCA in Niles. Then they may have been victimized.
FBI Special Agent Siobhan Johnson says they believe the crimes occurred from 2006 to 2020. Porter was arrested last summer, and police found 4 hard drives, a cell phone, and a laptop that contained pornographic images of children.
We think that a bag was placed with a camera inside where it could surreptitiously record children undressing and moving about in states of undress.
She says they also believe Porter hid inside of a stall and recorded children in the locker room.
If you're a parent out there and you think your kids might have been there, don't panic. Just give us a call and we can probably tell you definitively whether your child does or does not match any of our photographs.
If you think your child or someone you know may be a victim, you're urged to contact the FBI. Call 1-800-CALL-FBI. Reporting Elizabeth Matthews, Fox 32, Chicago.
They need to beat his ass. Beat his ass. Beat his ass. Beat his motherfucking ass. 2016 to 2020 is an incredibly long time to get away with that stuff. He's doing R. Kelly numbers. He probably should have went and got a job with the motherfucker, okay? I'm wondering why, with at some point that they didn't have cameras around there for him, or just in general that they didn't see him running in and out with that. That's a lot to set up a camera, come every day and save the information and download it and watch it and put it back, and just use sick. And they need to beat his ass, castrate him. Any foul and decrepit and disgusting thing that they can do to him, they should do to him. You bastards. Yeah, beat his ass till you can't no more. Right. Hey, Candace, how y'all doing? So, the next story is they doing some more smash and grabs downtown. This time they decided to steal glasses, okay? Down to the Macy's and whatnot, okay? Let's see what Fox 32 has to say about that.
All right, I want to go back to that breaking news we told you about at the top of the show. A pair of smash and grabs right along Michigan Avenue, thieves targeting the Macy's store as well as Lens Crafters.
Yeah, in the case of the Lens Crafters, this is the second hit within the last couple of months. Joni, though, is outside Macy's with details. Good morning.
Good morning. We're at Macy's State Street, and police are still here. You can see that it's marked by police crime tape, and this is the window that apparently was hit. Police responded to a burglary call here at Macy's. This is the west side of Macy's on State Street. You can see that there's looks like a sledgehammer on the ground and broken glass and a broken window. A security officer with the store told the police officers that there were two offenders who got inside the store and they were trying to take sunglasses, but they were caught by the security guard. They dropped the merchandise. They fled the scene in a white van, which was driven by a third offender. So 3 people who committed apparently a smash and grab here at Macy's. This isn't the first time, of course, that Macy's has been hit. And downtown, there have been these kinds of crimes and other kinds of crimes. Area merchants are very concerned about this.
There's been over 120 incidents since the first of the year. So while it may not be making necessarily the front page, we continue to see a steady drumbeat.
Well, this happened just before 5 o'clock. And then, as you reported, there was a second sort of smash and grab that happened at 205 North Michigan, the Lens Crafters store there. Here, the security guard reported to police that the offenders were trying to take sunglasses. And then, of course, you have the Lens Crafters store incident as well. Police aren't saying if they are connected, but they sure are similar. Live downtown, I'm Joni Lum. Now back to you.
Breaking news overnight. Authority.
That shit sounds stupid. Like, do they have like lists now? Okay, we're gonna steal lists today. Okay. And I think they're going with this thing like, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. I could just smash the glass and go on about my business. Like, this is getting old. Come get your kids, please. I'm gonna steal some Ray-Bans. Like, we're gonna have them on sale on the block next week. This shit is stupid. I just thought it was comical that they stole glasses this time. Like, they were specific. Who robs Lens Crafters? Like, how can there be 120 incidents? Do they not beef up patrol after the third or fourth? Allegedly, but these people know when to hit. And sometimes now it's like the Wild Wild West. They don't give no fucks about the police. They used to didn't even hit downtown like that. It's a very interesting concept of what they're doing. Also, I was in a store downtown. Like, it hasn't been the same since the pandemic. Like, it's not, our downtown isn't even looking the same. It's more stores on the Magnificent Mile, of course, but downtown is just not it anymore over there by where Macy's is. I saw these 2 critters coming in the store, and They were young, and they looked like they was on some bullshit. And I was downstairs. I was on the phone. I was in DSW getting some shoes. And they not that cat. I seen them kind of walk past, like they just looked like they was on some bullshit. And I saw them go straight down the escalator, and I was downstairs, and I was about to go up the escalator. In a minute, I was trying to decide on how to get my slides, to get my shoes or whatever. Hold on, excuse me. And sure enough, they just, you feel the bullshit arising. Next thing I know, in less than 5 minutes, they had went downstairs and got their shoes. I don't even know how you found the right size, sir. Got their shoes and ran past me, went up the stairs, and I came upstairs at the time, and they ran right out the fucking store, and they looked at them, and they was like, "This is like the fifth time." Security was about like, hey, and then they said by law, it's like a law, and it's not only here. Like they can sue you if they get hurt while they trying to steal from you. They do something to the store. They was like, it's the school kids, and it's like nothing that we can do to help the situation. I thought that was crazy. It was really crazy. So yeah, they know how to steal without getting in trouble. So yeah. What's going on here? Why is everybody? Ugh. I'll worry about that later. Because once you out the store, you can't touch it. Yeah, and you can't really grab them in the store either. Why these people never smash and grab at our store? I need a canvas and pay for the hood. We got you. We got the plug. Look, y'all, that's the list because the blick is right there, okay? We got a request. We got a request over here. They need some art supplies for the low, okay? About this. Here, chase them all the way down the street. Yeah, it depends. Now, if you in the hood, they might come get your ass. But downtown, they can't. They was like, fuck it. And they was tired of it. They was like, we not finna get hurt for this bullshit, this pussy ass job. Like, and they was like, nah. It was like they kept agreeing. I mean, you see, I can agree with. They kept ringing up and shit. Like it was like, and I was like, so if I walk out this store with these shoes, y'all ain't gonna do. Can't do nothing. All right. They was like, now don't bring your ass back. But yeah. Hi everybody that has just come in since the beginning of this segment. Thank you very much for coming to the House of the Princess, watching 50/50 News with me, Princess A.V. Thank you all for coming. Thank you all for liking, okay, helping us out. And thank you to my mods that are in the building. The gorgeous, the lovely, beautiful inside and out, the mother of the house, Black Diamond, and my Kiki and my watchdog is in the house. Drea is in the house, and that's my game partner. She is in the house. And thank you for all the people that are here, that are new here, whether you're here or whether you're in the Palace Garden. You are very much appreciated, okay? Was it you talking to me? You gonna catch replay or somebody else? So besides that, also please show benevolence whenever it is possible by sending a PayPal, a Cash App, Venmo, Zelle, or Super Chat. It might have been my ever. Okay, you good. You can always reach out to me on any social media. Also, we have a group in Facebook. It's called House of the Princess as well that you can join. I mean, you so silly, Louisiana style. And I see it's an awful lot of content creators in the building today. Come on, get your content on and reshare. As all I said, mostly I don't mind too much about using my content depending on who it is. All you got to do is give me a ring and let me know, okay? And then we all good. So our next segment of the day is worldwide and national news. All right, we're moving on to the next thing. Hey, my BJ. Hi. We're in here. Of course, we always have to update what's going on in Ukraine versus Russia. Now, today, they done, fucked around and did the most. Russia has launched a missile that has hit a local train station. And last I heard, it was about 50 dead. So let's go to Good Morning America and get the follow up on that.
In Israel say they've killed the gunman who opened fire in a busy street in Tel Aviv.
Oh, wait, wrong story. Wait a minute. That's not right. Oh, it's backwards.
This morning, a horrific attack targeting a railway station in eastern Ukraine, one of the main exit points for civilians fleeing west. This video showing the immediate aftermath. Over 30 people killed, more than 100 injured, including women and children. This comes as Ukrainians are bracing for the next wave of attacks in the east of the country, where Russian troops are preparing for what's expected to be a major military offensive in the coming days. Officials warning civilians there the window to evacuate is closing. And speaking at a meeting of NATO foreign ministers in Belgium, Secretary of State Blinken reiterating America's steadfast support.
There's a greater determination than ever to stand with Ukraine, to shore up and revitalize the international order that Moscow is trying to upend, to bring to bear even greater costs on the Russian government, to ensure that people are held accountable for their crimes.
Meanwhile, in the towns surrounding Kyiv, where Russian troops are completely gone for now, they've left evidence of atrocities. Here in Bucha, officials say a new mass grave discovered right here in the shadow of a church. And in Bordianka, officials say this morning they have no idea how many bodies are still buried under the rubble. Marina shows us around the city center there. She says after this apartment building was bombed, they could hear screams for days, people underneath urgently pleading for help. But she says the Russians shot anyone who tried to rescue them.
Hi, I'm Molly.
At her house, she introduces us to her daughter, Elena.
Nice to meet you.
I know these soldiers, she says. They're Chechens fighting for Russia. I was so worried they would come and rape her, so we hid her under piles of clothes.
So that if the Russians came, you would be safe. They wouldn't see her.
The soldiers came, searched their house, but didn't find Elena. We're also learning more about the horrific injuries suffered by Fox News reporter Benjamin Hall, talking for the first time about his recovery. His vehicle hit by shelling near Kyiv last month. Posting on Twitter this morning, Hall says he lost part of one leg and a foot on the other. One eye is not working, and his hearing is impaired. But the married father of three says he's pretty damn lucky to be here. He also paid tribute to his colleagues, veteran cameraman Pierre Zhuzhevsky and producer Sasha Kushinova, who were killed in the attack.
Now going back to that attack on the train station, Russia denies hitting that train station. But guys, this was really a hub. This was the transit point for civilians who were fleeing the war in the east, the violence in the east, to make it safely to the west. We understand that thousands of women and children, thousands of civilians were sheltering there overnight. Savannah?
All right, Molly Hunter, thank you very much.
You know, they say Putin is a motherfucker, but it's the depths of depravity for me. Yeah, we're finna talk about the press thing. Like, you just have no boundaries. Just fuck them all. You know, kids and all. Like, why can't they get this man and do something about him? But they knew. Like, I started research like last month when it started, and I just haven't done the story on the, Vladimir Putin, the history of him, and some videos that I saved and watched. Like, he's terrible. Like, that they knew that he was becoming this thing. And meanwhile, they're, repoing boats and shit and trying to stop his colleagues in order to get to him. But I think he don't care. Russia owe money. He don't care to sit there and have to hide your daughter because you worried about somebody coming to violate her for no reason. Just was no reason to do it. But people that are supposed to serve and protect to come and violate, like that's so disgusting. All of these people, there have been millions of people trying to flee. They have done absolutely nothing to you. And you was like, oh, fuck it. Pow. You ain't going nowhere. If you ain't got there by now, then fuck you. Them people didn't ask for that. All in the name of power, as if you don't have enough. Like, yeah, he don't care about nothing. A lot of Jews don't even want to do it. And they're kids. They're young kids. Like, but they can't touch them. Oh, well. Again, my worry the most is, number one, for humanity. But two, how does that affect us? How does that affect me? Am I going to be able to function? Because please do not think that what happens over there doesn't affect over here. And I do have viewers. I don't know if I have any viewers necessarily in the Ukraine, but we have people from Russia. The people, DT is from Tonga, people from UK. Like, that's right around the corner. Like, yeah, Deborah, you from the UK, am I not correct? Like that, if he hits a nuclear bomb of any sort, that's it. That affects their countries directly. And eventually, within days, it will affect us over here in the United States. They got to figure something out. And they keep talking about they're coming down, and they're making decisions. And he's pulling back. No, this bullshit. This bullshit. Yes, XKGB. They have no soul. Like they've been taught, like, yeah, to kill. Y'all should take care of him a while. And this part, the racism, I wasn't aware of just how racist Ukrainians were towards Black people and Americans. Like, and so that ties your hands. You talk about humanity, but then you like, they might not give a fuck about us. And you saw they didn't give a fuck about us trying to get on the train to safety. So, God be with you all. So our next story is there was a shooting in Israel at a Tel Aviv bar. Another mass shooting. They have found him. Let's go. Two were killed. So let's go over these details with that.
Authorities in Israel say they've killed the gunman who opened fire in a busy street in Tel Aviv, killing 2 people, wounding 10 others. It's part of a new wave of violence that has the country on edge. Will Reed is in London with the latest. Good morning, Will.
Good morning, George. Dizengoff Street is the cultural pulse of Tel Aviv, thrumming with bars and restaurants and nightlife. And last night, a gunman went there and opened fire in the 4th deadly attack in Israel in recent weeks, setting off a frantic manhunt. Overnight, after a 6-hour manhunt, Israeli authorities catching and killing this man, suspected of opening fire on a bustling Tel Aviv street. At least 2 killed and several more wounded. Police and emergency crews racing to the scene of what the Israeli prime minister called a terrorist attack on the vibrant Dizengoff Street in central Tel Aviv.
I see a bunch of people running and I hear loud noises. So I ran this way and I was been hiding under the bar.
This video showing one person getting help as sirens blare. Glass shattered on the ground, chairs scattered about. This victim, speaking from a hospital bed, says he was passing by a bar when shots rang out and he got hit. Last night's shooting, the latest in a spate of deadly violence in Israel. At least 13 killed in targeted attacks in over 2 weeks. Tensions historically high in the fraught region around the Muslim holy month of Ramadan. ISIS has claimed responsibility for those attacks, but the claims have not been confirmed.
Over the past 10 days, we've been on high alert, and we will remain on high alert as long as necessary.
This time last year, protests and clashes between Palestinians and Israelis in Jerusalem during Ramadan led to an 11-day war. Now Israeli security forces say they are on high alert and will remain so for as long as necessary. Michael?
All right, Will Reeve, thank you. Hi, everyone. George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more video...
What do you need, Astute? I'm supposed to be seeing something. Anywho, as Black Diamond says, like, share, and subscribe. So, our next, well, first of all, let me comment on that. I wasn't looking, you don't hear a lot of that stuff from that aspect over in Israel. Usually it's like wars going on. But to have just a mass shooting like that, it's different. Yeah, Deborah is in the UK, Cotty. So that's why she's saying that their gas prices are going up exceptionally on top of ours. We just got a lot of taxes too that fuck our shit up. Thank you so much, Mr. Rat Boy. Besides that, I feel bad for the people. They're dealing with wars, and just to be sitting up there, you trying to relax. Like that's indicative of what we're going to see and what we're going to do. You can't sit and relax. Like you got to get you a hammer. Like if you can get you a hammer, go ahead and get you a hammer, and have whatever you got to have in order to make it work. Okay. Refreshing and check the likes. Yes. Yeah, she's in the UK, and that's what I'm saying. I have my viewers, and I'm going to start alternating the time now, because like, what time is it? It's like 10 o'clock at night there, Deborah. So that they can get a piece of this like in real time, more or less as well, because this affects, I worry about y'all. I don't know you, but again, I worry about the human nature of what's, I'm used to seeing y'all sometimes. So all of y'all that are over in the UK, when I sat and looked at the map of this, when everything started going, I'm like, damn, y'all right there. Germany is like right there. Like, I know this is affecting y'all hard. Like, if this motherfucker go off, what are y'all gonna do? Like, just the fact that internet has really brought us very much closer together and made us seem more real to one another, and the intricacies of everything. Like, before, you didn't think about, well, y'all over across the pond. And yes, it's thousands and thousands of miles away, but it makes it seem more you're more closer to me or closer to us, and it humanizes each situation much more when you could sit and look at it like that. Thank you, T. Have a good day, Marie. Have a good one. I might see you later in the streets. So our next story is, I talked about your friend, Mr. Trump. Did you get your Trump check? Well, his ass is still under fire, and that black DA over there, they trying to get his ass. So they have some more charges that they're trying to bring up against Mr. Trump. And I haven't been talking about him, but we're about to see he's knee deep in the shit. And they trying to get any and everybody all up and through there to get his ass. But we'll see how that works. But this is our next story. Oops, I made it. Wrong thing. Okay, there we go.
Relating to the AG civil investigation has come and gone. A judge ruled former President Donald Trump had to turn over financial statements by March 31st. He did not. Now, Letitia James is asking that same judge to hold Trump in contempt of court and to fine him $10,000 a day until he hands over the documents.
He has a Fifth Amendment right not to testify, but apparently all of his objections to turning over the documents have been denied by the court. And so he will eventually have to turn them over.
Criminal defense attorney David Katz says Trump is out of legal maneuvers to avoid surrendering the documents James wants her hands on. James's civil investigation centers around allegations the Trump organization misrepresented the value of real estate assets to get the upper hand when it came to bank loans and tax purposes.
He and his organization undervalued when it came to taxes because they didn't want to pay the taxes that were due and owing, and then he overvalued when he wanted to get loans.
Thursday evening, Mr. Trump fired back, releasing a statement calling the investigation a witch hunt and accusing James of using her office for political gain. While the AG's probe is civil in nature, the one out of the Manhattan District Attorney's office is criminal. That investigation was started by Cyrus Vance Jr., but after newly elected DA Alvin Bragg took office, eyebrows were raised when two top prosecutors in the Trump case resigned. But despite the shakeup, Bragg insists the Trump criminal investigation remains active. Thursday afternoon, in his first public statement since those resignations, he stated in part that his team of prosecutors are going through documents, interviewing witnesses, and exploring evidence not previously explored.
The state attorney general has the stronger case because she doesn't need to prove guilt beyond a reasonable doubt. But she also doesn't have the power to put a person in jail. I mean, only prosecutors have the power to put people in jail.
And Mr. Trump has other legal worries. On top of the cases here in New York, he's also looking at possible prosecution in Georgia over his alleged attempts to overturn the 2020 election results in that state, as well as the biggie, any possible criminal investigation launched by the U.S. Attorney General Merrick Garland. We're live tonight outside Trump Tower in Midtown. I'm Shirley Chan, Pix 11 News.
People paying back federal student loan.
That man probably sitting back looking like that black white that gal over there trying to prosecute. How dare she? Oh, black. You know that they say it. They don't say black. They say black. Black girl. I am here for it. Come through with the black girl magic. She came in the door. She told you that I was waiting on you at the door. Okay. You're not going to keep fucking around with this money. And that don't even have anything to do with the insurrection issues and the overturning of the 2020 election. And now Clarence Thomas, old wench over there, done tricked off. Sir, you got your hand. You got too much going on right now. They've been trying to get your ass for a very long time. Now, if they don't get them all, you got to get them on something, okay? You know, but I'm entertained by this black woman doing what she's doing, okay? Yeah. I like that she keeps slighting him, calling him Mr. Trump, because that's all he is, man. Fuck him. With all that bullshit he was into. He don't like us. No way. Only on good days, you know. You get that Trump check, okay? He's just done a lot of wrong, and he thinks he can circumvent the law, and that's probably why he ran for president in the first place. Like, he don't have to answer to nobody, like, sir. And she can't send him to jail. She's not a prosecutor. Okay, sir. Well, I bet you she's gonna find somebody. I bet you she will. Man, go somewhere, sir. She is the attorney general. Apparently, she got some type of law degree, and she know what to do with it. He needs to be in prison too. Should be made to resign. Do you think he'll get it? I don't. Well, see, Trump is smart. He got a lot of hooligans around him. I think that he will maybe slide through some of that stuff. But you can't keep getting away with everything. Every dog has his day. Like, he got to do something. Okay? He going to have to give up some ass for something. Okay? It's going to happen. He ain't got enough money to pay everybody. especially that blacker girl. The blacker girl. Yes, yes, God. Come through, Lakeisha. Okay, Miss James. Okay, then she got a little hood name. Yes. I am here for it. I almost went past because I get tired of talking about Trump's ass too. But today I was like, let's give him a little bit. Let's give him a little bit. And it wasn't even about him. It's the black woman. Let's get that shine. Let's give it to the black woman. Yes. I need to. Oh, I didn't cut my applause because otherwise I don't have it open. I would just give it applause for Miss James, honey. Yes, God, Miss James. So our next story is they've extended the student loan repayment. Let me get my comments after this.
Loans are set to get a few extra months of relief. The Biden administration extended the current pause on federal loan repayment through the end of August. WBTV's Lenny Supal explains.
President Biden's announcement to extend the federal student loan moratorium from May to the end of August is welcome news for Christine Sylvain.
No one wants to, start out in life with a huge amount of debt.
She's the executive director of Path to College, a nonprofit organization committed to helping low-income, high-achieving Palm Beach County students graduate from college debt-free.
A lot of people's student loans have seen them balloon with interest rates, or they've had to put them in deferment and forbearance and whatnot.
Even though scholarships propelled Sylvain through her undergraduate career, financing the last year of her master's program at NYU was met with challenges.
That loan was about $55,000. And, after I graduated and I had my baby in my arms, 6 months later, I get my first bill and it was $700.
12 years later, she's still paying off 1 year's worth of student loans.
The loan is at $100,000 and I've been paying it regularly for about 6 years.
President Biden says the 4-month delay will help millions of borrowers bounce back from the pandemic. Balances on student loans have been effectively frozen for more than 2 years now, with no payments required.
They're not letting the loan interest accrue. So, I think that was a necessary step.
However, financial advisor Tammy Trenta is wary this extension foreshadows potential plans the president may have to cancel some student loan debt altogether.
In my opinion, it's a way for Biden to kick the can down the road another 6 months. It's more of a Band-Aid. It doesn't really solve the issue.
Lenny Supal, WPTV News, Channel 5.
Today is indeed a wonderful day.
We'll see that in a second. I just want to say first, she didn't have some work done. Biden, where is my money? Okay, that was your selling point to getting us to vote for you, is that you was going to help us out with these good old loans, okay? That you had said that you was going to give us some money. If whether it be 10,000 or 50,000, whatever, honey, just give it to me. Okay? You want us to give you our money for education so we can work for lower wages and build up the wealth of the rich. We paying to work, okay? Because what you tell us when we go get a job, you got to have a bachelor's degree. Now you got to have a master's degree. Now you got to have all of these damn years of experience. Like, you can't get your foot in the door without being in debt. You told us you was going to give us our money way back in 2020, sir. Give me my things. Okay? I don't give a fuck what it is. Give me my things. I know some people that have gotten their loans forgiven, like people that are on disability. I'm not slighting them, but when a motherfucker on disability ain't going to work. So yeah, that's cool for them. They're not using their degree most likely. But, the rest of us are steady getting in debt. I got to keep getting education, which I have done. And I'm probably going to go get some more education. And education and motherfucking education, unless I rob somebody or do something. You wonder why so many young ladies out here selling ass. And people out here robbing. Like, it costs to live, to go to school. You don't want to go to school because it costs so much. The fuck? and then I get this worthless ass diploma, and I still ain't making no motherfucking money to even pay for it. Like, come on, give me my things, okay? I started my degree. I stopped getting my degree partially for that reason. I'm almost there, but I just want it now, just to say I got it, okay? You know, it's it's some bullshit. I have a degree in fine arts. So in order to become a teacher, they say that you have to have this degree and a teacher certificate. And you know, that shit costs. Then they want to sit up there and be on strike every 5 minutes. And I gotta deal with your funky ass kids or your funky ass college student. Man, fuck all y'all. Just stop. Went back and got a certificate and some other shit that pays. It was way cheaper. Child, bye. 2 degrees. Yeah, 2 or 3 degrees don't even get your foot in the door. Like, it's bullshit. This part, Connie, this is a scam. It's a fucking scam. The United States is the supreme scam artist of them all. And then after I get through getting all these damn degrees, it's a motherfucker that went to high school and started working, and within 10 years his ass making more money than I am. Man, you can get the fuck out of here. Okay? And I know a few people like that. Nigga just get out of jail making way more money than I am. You told me to go get a diploma, a degree. I can go sell some coochie and make more money with a degree. I can do anything. Okay? You're about to go to esthetician school. Exactly. You can make good money doing that. I promote trades like a motherfucker now. Go find what you good at. Okay? And do that shit. Okay? Period. I see the lawyers in so much debt. It's ridiculous. I need my money. Give me my money. This. As years go by, the crap, man, that's why I don't want to go back into the regular workforce anyway. Whoo. And here, look, why not believe in yourself so much that you don't even need the degree? Scam they ask, so they say you got one. A lot of people do that. They did tell me that in school recently. Like, don't even put the shit on there. It's as needed. It was a loophole in that shit. I said, I hope yours is forgiven. They haven't been said which one. Well, somebody here has gotten some of them forgiven. If anybody, black people for sure didn't have to pay for education in America. Y'all hoes owe us. Yes. Give us our things. You have not given us our 40 acres and a mule. You ain't gave us shit but some more ass whooping to institutionalization of black people. Okay. Ain't finished high school, but I'm making more than money than people go to college. Like, I know a lot of them. You got to be smart. You have to finesse the system. But that's something that we don't tell each other. Like, you have to work the system. I know last summer, Buffy was telling people to go to Coursera and get that Google certificate that they starting off at $40,000 a year working from home. And the shit is $200, something like that. I got to go back and finish my Harvard certificate. I had a scholarship. $90. Sometimes it's free. I think I paid $9. I got to finish my damn class and take the next one because I'm on a scholarship. Just like them celebrities and shit tell you, I went to Harvard. Motherfucker, I figured that shit out. You can go to Harvard. You could go to Yale. You could go to Cornell. You could go to NYU. You bet. Look up the EDU diplomas and shit. I'll do a report on that. And you could get you a trade, expensive trade for $10. $10. Okay, free. Education should be free. It's only our country that do that shit. Only one mule though, and you're gonna be tired. The U.S. too busy trying to pay reparations to white countries that never did anything to it. Have been for years, but ain't no money for us. They don't want it to be any money for us because they want to continue to enslave us by hook or by crook. One way, either financially, through the prison system, through the workforce, or through welfare. And it's probably another one that I can't think of. And through violence. We ain't got no truth. Like I told you, I truly believe there's still such thing as sharecropping. You better do what you got to do. I'll be anybody today. Shit. Okay, and in celebration with more Black girl magic. Finally. What? Y'all still got plantations? Damn. Wow. That is... See, we always learn something about each other here. Wow. You still have plantations. The question is where you go. You for damn sure can't go to Ukraine. Girl, bye. So our next story about Black girl magic is the wonderful. Let me say this name. I always mess up. It's Ketanji. Okay. Ketanji Jackson has finally been appointed. I had to say the right word. Oh, I call work, living, and plantation. Well, they trying to reinstate it. That's something else I'll talk about. She's the Supreme Court Justice. Now, they did not want this Black girl to make it, okay? They could give her a hard time. But, girl, I'm wild. She did it. There are plantations. Well, I believe that. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. There's some sharecroppers down there, for sure. California has a committee that has been researching reparations for about 3 years now, and I still understand why they're researching print art checks. They're gonna be researching till you die. Shit. So look at, yeah, I'm glad they let that vice president introduce this Black girl, okay? Black girl magic in the building. I know they hate it. Oh, this hurts some people because they was mad as fuck trying to get this woman a hard time. Let's go.
As we gather to celebrate the confirmation of the next justice of the United States Supreme Court, Judge Ketanji Brown Jackson. As a point of personal privilege, I will share with you, Judge Jackson, that when I presided over the Senate confirmation vote yesterday, while I was sitting there, I drafted a note to my goddaughter. And I told her that I felt such a deep sense of pride and joy, and about what this moment means for our nation and for her future.
Look, it's a powerful thing when people can see themselves in others. Think about it. What's the most powerful thing? I'll bet every one of you will go back and think of a time in your life where there was a teacher, a family member, a neighbor, somebody who made you believe that you could be whatever you wanted to be. It's a powerful emotion. That's one of the reasons I believe so strongly that we needed a court that looks like America. Not just the Supreme Court. It's my honor, and it truly is an honor. I've been looking forward to it for a while. To introduce you the next Associate Justice of the United States Supreme Court, the Honorable Ketanji Brown Jackson.
Thank you as well, Mr. President, for believing in me and for honoring me with this extraordinary chance to serve our country. Thank you also, Madam Vice President, for your wise counsel and steady guidance. And thank you to the First Lady and the Second Gentleman for the care and warmth that you have shown me and my family. The notes that I've received from children are particularly cute and especially meaningful because more than anything, they speak directly to the hope and promise of America. It has taken 232 years and 115 prior appointments for a Black woman to be selected to serve on the Supreme Court of the United States. But we've made it. We've made it, all of us, all of us. We have come a long way toward perfecting our union. In my family, it took just one generation to go from segregation to the Supreme Court of the United States. And it is an honor, the honor of a lifetime, for me to have this chance to join the court, to promote the rule of law at the highest level, and to do my part to carry our shared project of democracy and equal justice under law forward into the future.
All right, the Academy Board of Governors.
Okay, y'all going too fast. Come on now. Come on for the Black woman. Yes. And she in there for life. For life. Okay. But I don't understand why they were so mad about her being confirmed. But you go in there, you put in alleged. You know, I got to use these words on these shows. Because, you know, they flag the news shows too often. Alleged assaulters, okay, liars, all kinds of stuff we see all up in there. Picks and chooses. The scum buckets that are in the Senate. Everything, they're there. And then they just want to keep a little Black girl down, gone somewhere. That gal, you know, that's how they talk. She's gonna make him work for that money. And that reminded me, it's a story I missed. I knew it was a story I missed. I might have to do a quick video and just upload it through my phone. There was a story about y'all down there in Oklahoma that now it is basically illegal for you to have a pregnancy termination if you are not in an emergency. These are the laws that they pass while you're asleep. Or were you worried about some old bullshit? This is the shit that they got running past you. And you can go to jail, doctor, go to jail. Everybody goes to jail. Yeah, I can't put that on the screen. But yeah, you know what I'm saying. They trashed as hell in that Senate. Ted Cruz really grinds my gear. Yeah, assholes. Okay, assholes. They back there doing lines and shit, you know, in the back of the, you know. You know, this is some great water. It's life water, you know. So thank you. Congratulations to Judge Designate Ketanji Brown Jackson. Okay. If you don't know what's going on, you are watching 50/50 News with your host, Princess A.V, here on the House of the Princess channel. I do thank everybody that is here today that has gone left, come back, and will watch on the replay. And if you are watching on the replay, I ask that you press the like button. Perhaps you've been here a few times, you're not sure what you want to do, but I want to encourage you to look down and press that subscribe button so that you can come back and enjoy the vast array of content that I do provide here at this channel. Also, plus the notification bell, go back and press all, and you should never miss a notification on when I am going live or providing you with some of this great content. And I toot my own Black girl horn. I provide you with great content. And because of that, I have a lot of members here. And you too can join the Royal Citizens and be a card carrying legal citizen by pressing the join button right next to that subscribe button. And or if you go down to yonder to the description box, you can press that link and you can become a member. Memberships go from $2 to $25 a month. And with that, you will get benefits to your membership because we have all types of activities, which I will quickly go over during our last segment. And you will help keep my beautiful lights on my gorgeous face, keep my internets going, pay for the lovely cameras and equipment that I would like to upgrade this year, computers, everything. You keep the channel going with your donations. Now, perhaps you're not ready to become a member, but you can give a super chat, and that does help out a lot. Also, you can hit the Cash App, which is right here below. Right there. And if you would like, let me see. I don't know if I have it across, but I could put it below. I've been meaning to do a little new thing. I do have Venmo. I do have PayPal, which you can use this email right here. I have Zelle, and I can provide that email. And I do have, what's the last one besides credit cards? I got all that shit, y'all. Venmo, PayPal, Cash App, Zelle, and Super Chat. So also follow me on all social medias. Perhaps you have a story that you would like for me to cover. You can also email me, and I do check my emails, and I pretty much answer them all. You can also catch me on any social media, and I will respond as well. The folks in the chat know because they be hitting me up. Oh, not a degenerate from the lowest pits of hell. And oh, child, you use the whole government name. Oh, thank you, Christine. DC is in a state, although we have these young people helping them with their hardest. Thank you. And I'm glad that I can serve you with this content. Aside from when we kiki and mess, okay, I will. I try not to do it during the news stick, girl, but I will. That I can help the community, help the people, that I can help empower you with information. A lot of people have said they don't enjoy watching the news, but I try to hit you with things that are important, imperative. Also, we lighten up the mood and go up and down with that. So I appreciate the encouragement, y'all sharing, and everybody watching. So I really do appreciate all of that. And I appreciate you constantly being here. Like, y'all been coming up out the woods. Y'all not only in the palace garden, but y'all been coming up out the woods, honey, in the back, way in the back. And when I'm not here, y'all been letting me know, like, quit playing with me. So I appreciate you with that. So now with that being said, and we've made good time today, child. Oh, wait, I can't even go to the next segment. Miss Dina came up out the woodwork. She was in the woods, okay? I enjoy the garden as usual. 50/50 is my favorite. Thank you. And I want to say thank you for the super chat and your benevolence. And look, I don't only have bushes, I have a palace garden because everything we do here is nice, okay? So we have a garden. I have umbrella tables and stuff out there, throne chairs out there in the garden. We have a little booth there. You can get you some lemonade or a cool beverage. Again, you can put your wine glasses or your red cups in the chat because we drink whatever makes us feel fine and feel good for that day. So they are complimentary to the members and to everybody that comes in. Thank you. You know, it gets hot out here. Get you a little water, a little drink. There's still some plantations, but they're workable. No, I'm thinking some real ones, okay? You're a little bit behind, Cheryl, but I thank you. You'll get to this part. So our next segment is celebrity news. Okay, so now, of course, we got some good old celebrity news. God knows I told y'all I'm tired of hearing about this shiznat. But today, we know that Will Smith went before the Academy. He has previously resigned in lieu of smacking Chris Rock in the face. But now they have given him yes, umbrellas. We got sunshine here. Sunshine, love, and light. Light brings sunshine, so you might need a little umbrella to get under the shade. There you go. But they have made a decision, the Academy, of his punishment. All right.
The Academy Board of Governors has made a decision on how to punish Oscar-winning actor Will Smith for slapping Chris Rock during last month's Oscar telecast. And the board just released a statement and said that it has decided that for a period of 10 years, Will Smith will not be permitted to attend any events.
Okay, didn't see that coming. Didn't see 10 years coming.
I didn't know what the options were.
I didn't either. With us now is Patrick Gomez. He's the executive editor of Entertainment Weekly. What's the reaction?
You know, you mentioned that you didn't anticipate it, at least not for 10 years. I don't think any of us anticipated it would be a full 10 years. I will do a little shoulder brushing and say that that I did think that banning him from events was probably where we were going to land. Of course, that was before he resigned from the Academy, which is something that Will Smith did on his own in the days following the Academy Awards telecast, which this infamous slap happened at. So after he resigned, I kind of thought they might come back and say, okay, he's taken responsibility and that's going to be enough. But clearly they've decided that he's not going to be able to attend events for a full decade. And of course, that means not attending the Oscars. It's traditional that he would have presented the Best Actress award in the following year's telecast. So we won't see that happen. But there's also many other events that happen throughout the year and in the weeks leading up to the Academy Awards. And then there's, of course, the Governor's Ball afterwards. There's plenty of awards given out throughout the year that the Academy does. That's their big event. So this is definitely a hit in terms of things that you would normally see someone like Will Smith at over the next decade. It's going to have an impact, and it already has.
All right, CNN's entertainment correspondent Chloe Malas is with us now. Chloe, so 10 years, can't attend events. What's that mean for potential nominations in the future? He got to keep the Oscar. I don't think many people expected it would be revoked. What do we know about that?
No, I don't think that was ever on the table. There's so many other people out there that have done far more egregious things than slap somebody on the Oscar stage, as terrible as that was. But also, the Academy has not commented on whether or not this prevents him from ever being nominated in the future. And if he is nominated, for instance, his film Emancipation for Apple TV, which is getting so much buzz, there is no release date yet. What if he's nominated in the future? Does that mean that he just watches it from home like the rest of us? We're waiting to see what Will Smith is going to say about this. When he resigned a week ago, he said, I will accept whatever the consequences will be.
Did the 10 years surprise you?
Yes, it did. But at the same time, though, I could have seen them doing something like this for ever, 10 years. In a way, I actually thought it was just going to be a blanket, expelled forever, not being able to ever be part of it again. What's interesting to me, though, is that this decision took several hours to come out. So I'm wondering if there was any sort of a debate or a deadlock between the 54 Board of Governors.
We know you will get that reporting for us if that exists. Chloe, thanks so much. Thanks for sampling up to give us this breaking news.
Aaron also caught up with the head of the Kardashians.
Oh, come on, Lonnie Love, shut the fuck up. My take on this, Will is in his 50s. He just won an Oscar. And he's been acting since he was in his 20s. I wouldn't give a fuck. What is the probability of him winning another Best Actor Oscar in his lifetime, seeing as how he is only the 4th Black man to win an Oscar ever in 94 years? Okay, yeah, man, fuck y'all. Okay, so it doesn't keep him from winning anything anyway. I wouldn't even give a fuck. They've been boycotting the Oscars the last couple of years. Anyway, Oscars so white. So we showed you a good time and we gave you some fool-la-las. But guess what? That slap and all that blackness, the black people, you let the black people come in and dance like and entertain you the whole time, you're gonna have to let us back because y'all want that money. Okay, y'all want that money. I don't even see them lasting the 10 years. They got to do something just so overwhelming to get us bloggers and journalists and news artists to talk. Okay, do not think that somebody, even if it's not will not say, well, 10 years is too long and we're going to put a petition together, or we're going to do this because you did that to the black man. But there were fights with Al Pacino and who else? That little group of white men. I don't forgot all their names. Back in the 70s, they had a fight out there down to the Oscars. White people get away with doing what they want, and they've had slight tiffs and miffs, but you didn't do that to the white people. You did this to the black man. I'm not saying he's right. I'm not going to keep going into what I said about I've given, but you made it, DGF. I've given my my commentary on this situation more than once, but this is different. 10 years, yeah, okay. But I got my Oscar though, ho. That would be my answer. And they did not say Jada couldn't come. They didn't say that Jaden could have come. They didn't say Willow couldn't come. They didn't say he couldn't win. They didn't say he couldn't be telecast or he couldn't come to Zoom, but he's resigned. So he's already said, well, fuck you. I got my Oscar. And I'd shine that bitch up. And I'd make a whole new editing for that hoe. Just to show you guys that this black person has done what you said I couldn't do my whole career. Because he deserved his things way before now. He has done the work as an actor, and they didn't want to give him his things. And not only did you have to give him his things, but he got into a fight. He showed his whole ass, and he gave a message to all the people that was behind that. That wasn't all for Chris. That was for them other folk. That slap was personal to Chris. Like, nigga, you knew, and I hate using that word online, but you knew not to cross me like this. Whatever they got going on is personal. But there was also a message for them people in the back that started that mess. It's unfortunate that we don't have our own stuff. And the little bit that we don't have big budgets like the Oscars. And we don't have huge support like programs like the Oscars. We need to come to some type of conclusion as how we can have our own black stuff and really supporting it. But he didn't slap nobody. So, that a lot of them people are degenerates. They are. So, and they still attend. And guess what? A lot of them sit on the board. And that's what they've been doing for years. Those boards, because again, I'm in the industry and trying to be a part of that shit. It costs lots of money, and they're run by white men. So what they say, that's how it goes. Okay. Let's go. So our next story is in Vegas. Following the Grammy Awards, there is rumor that Kourtney Kardashian married her short-time boyfriend, Travis Barker. And yes, I'm mentioning the Kardashians because I got something to say about it. Here we go. And their mother, Kris Jenner, mother pimp manager, is talking about it. And we're going to E! for this commentary.
Also caught up with the head of the Kardashian family, Kris Jenner. She told us what she really thinks about Kourtney's Vegas wedding and what to expect when the Kardashian premieres next week.
All right, Kris Jenner, you said that this is going to be a whole new side to the family that we haven't seen before.
Right.
What have we not seen?
Well, just a lot. You know, a lot of stuff happens in the year that we've been gone and had that little break. So, yeah, I think you really like the show. It's a little more docu, style and a little more focused on each girl individually, not as much as a family every single time. And then when we come together, we make it worth the wait.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right. I mean, there's so much that we cannot wait to see unfold. We just saw Kravis get practice married.
Yep. Yeah, you never know what's going to happen.
So, will the cameras be rolling during that moment?
You know what? You'll have to tune in.
Kris,
I'm not giving you anything.
You
have to watch.
You know it's E. We need a headline. Be honest. Has it sparked any ideas or conversations between you and Corey to maybe get practice married?
Practice married. I don't really know what that means. I think she's coining a new phrase, though. I think we're going to have to step it up and find out what's happening with those two because I can't get the real story. I did know beforehand, though.
Okay. Were you happy? Like, what was your reaction when she told you we're doing it?
Well, she said we're going to do it. Maybe tonight. We'll see what happens. We want Elvis to marry us. And I said, hey, honey, live your life. Live your life.
I love how supportive you are. You manage all of your kids' businesses and beyond. But when it comes to Corey, is he ever like, honey, you can't manage my business?
Corey's great. Corey's a really supportive guy. And he's really supportive of the girls. So it's nice to have a teammate sometimes. He's great.
It's got to feel so good to see your man and your family have such a solid relationship.
It's nice. I love it. And we're always all together. So, yeah.
Oh, I love it. We'll have so much fun tonight. Congrats.
Thank you.
Honey, Kris is not having no wedding without it being televised, okay?
Yeah.
No, that was a little practice wedding, all right? The Kardashian premieres April 14th on Hulu. That's going to be exciting.
Thanks for watching Daily Pop on E! News. Let us know what you...
Are y'all going to watch the Kardashians? I hadn't watched them like in so long. So I watch them every now and then, but I haven't they used to like, it's California, yes, look, let me find G Herbo's video. It's classic. G Herbo said, no disrespect to your mama, Rob, but you was raised by a hole. You were raised around holes. You should know hole talk. Baby, bye. Kris Jenner is the epitome. If I taught my girls how to use that vagina to get what they want, don't you come back here with a wet behind and empty pockets. Go get the money. And that's why she's still managing all her kids to this day. Okay? Yes. For Kris Jenner. And you talking about her face. Yeah, she keep a facelift. They ain't keeping no secrets about what they have that doctor on like speed dial. Like that doctor has a private practice and they go get them BBLs or whatever they need to done right now. Okay. They have a private account with that doctor. Okay. She's going to stay snatched and she keeps in them kids' asses. This is what we got to do to get what you want. Yeah, that part. He's on retainer. That's the word I was looking for. That motherfucker is on retainer. She just picks up the phone. I remember that episode. I need a facelift for my bestie. I'm going to gift her a facelift because she's looking kind of old. But she did. He lifted that face. Your face was down. He lifted that face all the way back, honey. And they had mimosas and shit sitting on the couch. Wow. Baby, Kris Jenner, I was happy to see her in pink. She always wear black and white. So it's always good when I get to see her in other colors and other looks. She looks so good. Now look, she went and what's his name? Corey. He's a younger man. That woman almost 70 years old. And she throwing that thing back for Corey. Is he 50? Yeah, he like 50 something. Quit playing. She is the blueprint of this is how you do it. If you gonna hold this way, okay, write your way into a multi-million-dollar Empire, okay? And when we on grandkid number 10, but we're not supposed to be talking about Kris Jenner because her vagina is kind of retired. She over that, but you know, them episodes with her and Corey. Courtney is older than let me look this up. Really? Because she's only 43. You ain't gonna tell me that Corey is 42. They have children with them black men hoping their kids don't come out the original faces about it. They ain't ugly, but they age, you know, and they get all that work done. The worst looking one, and it's not that she's ugly, is that damn Callie. She has done the most transformation in the face with the lips and all of that. Yeah, Courtney, because me and Kim are the same age, 41. Courtney is like 43. I don't think Corey's younger than Courtney. Let me look at it. Hey, Alexa, how old is Corey Gamble?
Corey Gamble is 41 years old. By the way, you have a new notification. Do you want to hear it?
No. I know you lying. He's 41. He look hard as hell. So this woman in her 60s fucking on this 41-year-old man. Okay. Okay, ma'am. But anywho, Courtney allegedly, my Alexa just answered. I forgot it does that to y'all. I'm sorry. They do look hard in the face. But Courtney allegedly married Travis Barker, or they had the fake, you know, they got the license. Whatever they did in Vegas after the Grammys, they probably was drinking and drugging and just having a good time. But Courtney says she don't drink like that. I don't know. But anywho, I believe she's having the time of her life. And I love. But one thing you have not seen is Courtney with black men. You better recognize. You know, what black men have you seen Courtney with? She stays with them white men, okay? And I feel bad for Lord Disick because he done put all that time and work in that coochie, and it gave you 3 of them children. And for you to go marry Travis Barker, you just met this man. And I'm wondering, like, well, how do he be around her kids? It just popped up in my head, and that's also why I did this story. Because, ma'am, your kids allegedly is bad by your own admission, especially Kim Kardashian's admission. Your child over there beating on the nannies and beating people's ass. Like, as women, as single mothers, like, how do you bring, you know, how do men deal with your kids? Like, that's a young kid. That little boy, is it a boy? Is Rain a boy? I think Rain is a boy. Sitting up there beating on the nannies and beating people's asses. And Kim said that she needed to beat the child's ass because Kanye apparently beat that kid's ass every now and then. And she was like, you don't discipline your kids. How do you expect to keep going? And poor, you know, y'all talk about Scott and talk about I seen on Gabor's channel whether he was emotionally unavailable and all of that, and he was an alcoholic. But y'all forgot these people have been on TV for like damn near 20 years. He went through the young alcoholic phase. This man got clean. He went through an extra 5 years of her sleeping in another room with the kids, and he got to be on coochie regimen, like when she felt like giving it to him. Like, I'm not having my kids sleep in the bed with me for X amount of time. Like, they had 2 separate bedrooms, and he still stayed with that woman and gave her another kid or 2 after. Like, she did him kind of bogus. We act like Courtney is not mean. She is. And then now she's starting to have a heart, and she starts crying all the time because of the way, you know, Kim treated her. Don't make me play that fight again. I don't get it. But I found it interesting. You know, that's why that man's ex-wife is looking at him funny. Shayna Moakler. So Courtney will bounce Kim's head off a wall. But one, yeah. She does not hear kids. Remember, there was episode 2-3 years ago. Like, I was watching that shit during the pandemic, where Corey said, "Your kid hit me, I'm beating they ass." And there was a whole thing. You can't be around my kids. I don't hit my kids, and my kids. Yes, like they don't hit their kids, and the child beats the nannies, and the nannies quit. So I'm wondering if they got that under control, because you finna marry somebody. He might. Travis Barker don't look like he really go for that. So yes, sad coochie. Allegedly, we can't say that. He's into young girls now. I don't get that. You know, you fucking on the kids. You know, sir, you 40, fucking on 1920s and carrying on. Gone somewhere, sir. Scott got what he got. He still love him some Courtney. And you got to sit up there and watch them gallivant all on TV with Rose. This man ask your lady to marry him all in your face. We're friends. You know, it's just that I'm with the co-parenting, but she really just played. She played Scott all on television. Played all in his man's face. Child. So yeah. I remember that was some funny shit. Kim was like, "Shit, I beat my motherfucking kids. I don't know what you do." Sometimes these people be funny with the bullshit. It's just pure bullshit. These are rich people's problems, okay? I bet you Travis Scott and Kylie beat Stormy's ass every now and then. It just depends on which one, okay? Chloe, she probably beat True's ass too. It's just Courtney and Lovey, aka Kris Jenner. She just spoils all the kids. How many kids? Yeah. Rob Kardashian, you think he disciplines Black China's baby? Yes. We've got to be holistic. We've got to be pure and no GMOs. Yeah. Okay. Time to talk about them now. So our next story is a couple of years ago, Lady Gaga, her dog walker got shot walking her dog so they could steal the dogs. The shooter was released on accident. So here we have a story here. This is brought to you by, I don't know. Oh, local CBS 2 News.
Well, the teen accused of stealing Lady Gaga's French bulldogs, then shooting her dog walker in the foot, was released from jail by mistake. Now, this is James Howard Jackson. Deputies are looking for him after he was released from custody in error. There he is. Jackson faced attempted murder charges in connection to what happened back in 2021. He had a hearing Tuesday, and a spokesperson for the county court says he was released because the DA's case against him was dropped. He was facing a new grand indictment, but was released because of a clerical error. Now, 2 days later, deputies have not been able to find him. Call the sheriff's department if you've seen him.
The Grammy celebrated music.
Now, you know, some heads are about to roll from some shit like that, okay? Especially Lady Gaga being so high profile as she was, and you didn't make some clerical errors. This man done shot somebody for a dog, and y'all had an accident and let the people out to jail. Oh, child, somebody about to lose their job. Thankfully, there is a union in place to keep them together. Okay. Yes, God. So besides that, I hope they go pick him up. He probably somewhere having a drink, having some coochie, because we locked up a little while. Okay. Our next story is we had the Grammys last Sunday, so we're going to do a highlight reel of the Grammy Awards. I still ain't watched them, unfortunately, since I be in here. We had like other stuff and meetings and going on, so I still got to watch the Grammys. All of the Grammys and all of the Oscars, but the Grammys, I love them, and I will go one day. I promise you I will. Might get one too. Mwah. Here we go.
celebrating music with a night of incredible performances. Janae Norman has all the best moments for us. And Janae, it was a huge night for Olivia Rodrigo and John Batiste.
It was the biggest night in music,
but an even bigger night for John Batiste. His album, We Are, I had not heard it before, but you got to turn it on this morning because it's so good. He surprised many by taking home the big award of the night in a stacked category. And while accepting one of the 5 Grammys he won, saying, I just put my head down and I work on my craft every day.
From BTS to Lil Nas X. J Balvin and Carrie Underwood. Music's biggest.
John Batiste, he looked kind of surprised, just like the rest of us. I had not heard of his music, but it's so good. And despite being banned from the award show by the Recording Academy for concerning online behavior, Kanye West bagging 2 Grammys for Best Melodic Rap and Best Rap Song off his album Donda, bringing his total to 24 Grammys in all. And Bruno Mars now on the brink of history thanks to Silk Sonic and that awesome moment they had. He's now tied the record for winning Record of the Year, now 3 times, Song of the Year twice. Robin, we should try to do what Silk Sonic did.
We'll make
it happen.
I know, but you need to explain yourself.
Good boy. You know, Janae, sometimes you got to know your limit.
Well, hey there, GMA fans. Robin Roberts here. Thanks for checking out.
You better leave the door open. So yeah, one thing about the Grammys, I did see pieces of it while I was running. I love the Grammys. You're able to see some of everybody collaborate, different little things, you know. I had never heard of John Batiste. I have not yet to sit down and listen to his music because I was looking at him like, yeah. But I wasn't surprised because they always choose somebody that you have never heard of to win these Record of the Years and sometimes Song of the Years. You're like, who the hell is that? It happens often. That's because it's just such a vast genre. And a lot of times people that aren't mainstream still, because they're known somewhere else, they get in there. Neris is the company that the Academy, that the Grammys choose the winners. So they send you this packet. Ask me how I know. They send you this packet and you're able to vote like the preliminary and nominate different songs and people that you would like for them to vote. Like it's like a 6-month process, I believe. It was probably faster now. But you get a chance to vote this way, and they're voted by their peers. And that's what I do like about the Grammys. It's not just about record streams or how many you sold. It's about your peers. But guess what? It still is for a long time. White men that are in charge of that academy as well. But it's more fair than I'll say the Oscars and anything else. Okay. So I want to go back and really just bask in the music. And I saw some of the, performance. I was looking at her, and at first I was like, what is that ugly ass dress that she was wearing? It still was ugly, but it transitioned to in that cute little outfit that she had. I think they probably should have done it better, but yeah, Kanye, I'm a Kanye fan, crazy or not, that you call him. I love Kanye, and I still haven't fully listened to Donda. I had thought about doing to make me get back into my music, and especially being an audio technician, to do reactionary videos of these songs. Let me hand out, you have an album out. I don't have an album out, but that is on the docket. I do not have an album out myself, but I have written and I have sang background and I've sang professionally. Y'all hoes don't know me, okay? I am somebody, okay? It reminds me of Andre 3000 from Outkast. Interesting. And I like me some Andre, okay? I do. So he looks like, I'm going to watch it first, and then I am going to probably check out his music. The little pieces I heard, okay, it sounds like it's a little, pop. It's a little, you dig. So I didn't even realize Billie Eilish had another piece out there. So I'm really behind, and I'm going to like really get myself together like while I'm working, turn on my music, focus. I can't wait till I get my new desk, and then my newscast will be better, and I won't have to be doing this or whatever. Everything will be like right here, and my screens multiple. I could have multiple screens up. That's what I want to do, and I can like go to work and do my work and sit at my desk and be more disciplined, and I can sit comfortably at my desk and just write and get stuff done. And while I'm doing stuff, I can watch TV, but I won't have to look over here like I'm looking all the way over here at TV. It'll be like right here in my face, so I won't look so far away from the camera. And then I can also listen to my music to get my work done and catch up on stuff. You don't love nobody else. Right. Yes, God. I love me. I sure do. Me first. So, our next and final story for celebrity news is a story we know we lost Miss Betty White this year. So now her belongings are now going on auction. So let's hear this story.
Now at noon, fans of the late Betty White could soon own some of her most prized possessions.
Yeah, Julian's auction in Beverly Hills is putting 1,500 of White's items up for auction. That includes everything from her award show gowns to her jewelry and home furnishings, and even her Golden Girls director's chair. The collection also features certificates for her 21 Emmy nominations. With so many items for this sale, the auction is set to take 3 days. It runs September 23rd through the 25th in Beverly Hills, but fans will be able to make bids online. And by fans, that's all of us.
Yeah,
and that auction is going to bring in probably a couple $1 million. You're talking about 70 years of work and belongings and just stuff, artifacts. Oh, really? I follow Julian's auctions on Twitter, and they have some fun stuff. Interesting. I might try that. I don't be twittering like that. I am on Twitter. Again, I must have said that earlier last night. Being on social media can be a lot. Being an influencer is a lot. And you have to allot your time. Now it's not just you could be on this. Like I'm a Facebook head. And I haven't even been on my Facebook like that. It's like you got to have Facebook. You got to have Instagram. You got to have Twitter, TikTok, Snapchat, some old other arbitrary bullshit that they got out there. And if you on YouTube, you definitely have to have this stuff in order to help fulfill the needs of your channel. That's if you're trying to move ahead and be at the top, or you're trying to do stuff in the mainstream. Like you have to be accessible. Sometimes it's annoying. I didn't know she didn't have any kids, so it's her family auction. I guess probably her estate, So yes. No, I did not, because I have not researched that story. It takes time. No, I have not. I'm sorry. So that's all we have. Yeah, it is. Like you don't sound. You be thinking like, yeah, okay. It's time consuming. When I was starting this, I used to get up in the morning, be on Twitter and Instagram, and try to. I'm lacking on doing posts for my businesses, and I was working other people's social media as a job, and I'm like, God damn, I feel like I'm get up and I'm making these posts. I'm gonna spend like 2 or 3 hours out of my day to make sure, well, not 3, make sure I got posts ready. That shit is stupid. Oh wow, interesting. GGF. She left all her money to the animals. Crazy. So that's all we have for celebrity news, and we're at 2 hours. Look how good we're doing. We're gonna hurry up and get it on out of here. But we are going on to our next segment. And of course, that is, if I can find it, YouTube news. And let me give you my little zhuzh. I'm going to get off camera here. Okay. Those who haven't pressed the like button, I'm asking you to do so. Help a player out, okay? Hit the like button so I can be all up in your algorithm. Okay. Also, I need a subscription from you. I need a subscription about you. We're on the road to 10,000 subscribers, and your subscribe counts. It's better than the elections, okay? You is important. So I need all of you. I'm not a Twitterer either. I need y'all to help me out and hit that subscribe button. And if you hear so inclined to hit that join button, I would like that too. Okay, everybody is loved and adored here, not just me. Okay, and also if you want a gift of benevolence, I appreciate you that much. So first, the YouTube businesses, we're gonna talk about me because I am YouTube. I am soon will be carrying it with a talk with my advisors. One of them that even though I am the princess, I will be queen of the YouTubes. Okay, at least my sector of YouTubes. Okay, I am the queen of the YouTubes. So we're working on that. I will wear the crown. I am gorgeous and I am awesome. So hold on one second. I saw something come across my screen. And I first want to say thank you. Thank you, DGF, for the cash app. It is all appreciated. That is enough for me to go get me a sandwich, okay? And maybe a drink on the side. I can get a gallon of gas or something, okay? So, yes, and please like, share, subscribe. Yes. Thank you so much, Black Diamond. The memberships, I'm trying to figure out. I'm going to have a birthday party in the next week or two. We're going to have Queendom Nights. I'm about to confirm that. This time the birthday party will mostly be off of YouTube and it will be in the Zoom. Okay. Per request of Black Diamond, because she said y'all be cheating at the games and things. And or you can vote. We could either do a members only game night and still do karaoke and things here on the chat for April, for the April party. Okay, your birthday on the 21st, we gonna send up the deck. Okay, so yes, Kimmy Nicole, and you are a big supporter here at the House of the Princess, and we appreciate you. We love you. So yes, we will have something for you in store. If you have not, you need to fill out the membership form for all members so we know when your birthday is and you can be privy to getting stuff sent to you. Okay, I'm working on all that still, but I'm doing better. Okay, and I love you and I thank all y'all for your patience, because look, the people that's members, your memberships have benefits. We have game nights and different private stuff and artifacts that go out to you. You also get a discount at my store for everything. So I have to post the discount for the month up as well. I'm thinking that's all I wanted to say about the membership. But this, y'all tell me if y'all like it. Y'all give me a yes or no if you like it or not. This month I have discovered bingo. And so for part of the game night, we will be playing bingo and categories. So y'all let me know if you yes in the chat if you are here for the bingo, or no if you are not. Like if I can find Pokino, it's going down in Chinatown, okay? Look, why is you sending me this text and it's in my lap? Okay, I'm just gonna look at it. Okay, so we didn't ruin the amendment. Okay, yes, bingo. Somebody got me something, but I gotta keep it to myself. I sure was doing the unboxing. Y'all out here for the bingo? Yes. You said I know. So yes, we're gonna do bingo. We are going to do bingo, and we are going to do it well. And so everything is digital. So I'll send it ahead. And look, I got to schedule the. We are going to do craft and kick it this month as well. I know we ended up missing last month. We are doing crafting together, and I haven't played in a long time. Yes, so we will have some prizes. It's cute. Uh, I will listen to you. You know, I'm not obedient often at all to certain things. But if you say so, thank you. It's cute. I'm excited. I'm gonna just find something to do. Okay. Just because I'm addicted to it. Bingo is fun. So yes, I found and look, the bingo is not going to be bingo. We're going to change it to Royal Bingo. It's going to be ROYAL. So I'm going to custom do the as long as I can. I'm going to custom do the bingo cards, and it's going to be digital bingo, so it's going to be pink and things. And it's going to be fun. So we're going to put some prizes together, some cash apps and some things, and get it out there and get it to the people. So that's what we're doing this month here at the House of the Princess. Okay. It's gone. So maybe we'll do that members only. Maybe. So we want to do not miss, but slightly shouts out. So I had my ear to the streets, my little friend. He did a live a week or so ago, Mr. Q. And Red Label Confessions and Conversations, he was into it with a couple of people on the internet. So, they had slight beef. And, we watched those funny videos on Instagram that he makes. So this week, he made an apology to content creator 10 on 2 and decided that he should have inserted himself into an issue that him and Universal T with Marie had. And she was here earlier. And not only that, did 10 on 2 get up on this platform and they apologized to each other. Also, apparently, to my understanding, there has also been a truce been called with 10 on 2 versus Universal T with Marie. I just like to see people, we don't have to like each other, but we can respect each other. And we should be able to get along better than what we are. We don't know each other. You don't know anything about each other. You don't know each other personally. But it's the digs for me. I'm not accusing them two of doxing. None of them are doxing, but the doxing, the just going back and forth and the arguing, it is emotionally depleting. It's mentally depleting. It's low vibrational. So I'm happy that somebody was able to get into a resolution. Not only you gave it away, you know that, right? It's silly. Nobody wants to sit and watch that all the time, just the argument and going back and forth, digging at people. Well, apparently somebody does, because that's why it keeps going on. But I would like to see, especially our people, us to go to a higher plane, think better, and do better things towards one another, act towards one another. Black women, if we could build each other up, because we've got that terrible here in this sector of us tearing each other down as Black women, tearing our images down, whether it be our brand or whether it just be your regular image, the way you look. It's just not right. It's sickening. We need to do better. There's life after YouTube when we turn the computers off. You don't know what the next man or woman is dealing with when they turn the computer or their phones off. And I think that we need to be more cognizant of that, and think more about human nature and the way, again, as I said yesterday, how we treat each other, how would we want to be treated? The things that we do and say to one another, would we want somebody to do that to us? You know, we could complain all day. Oh, don't talk about my kids. Would you, you know, you in turn do the same thing. Oh, don't dox, but then don't mind doxing. Oh, don't talk about me and I'm sick, but you don't talk about somebody's sickness. It's like, you know, we pick and choose the selective outrage. And I just want us as a community to do better. So I'm hoping that they all can stay, you know, in a truce in their prospective places. I'm not a person to push, you know, toxicity, or if a person doesn't get along, to make them get along. You cannot like a person or not care for them and not be around them. You can respect a person and just leave it like that. I hope that we can respect each other more. Oh, also in lighter news, I want to say that I don't know all of the mess. Thank God. 'Cause I haven't been watching. But I've been watching these little quips from Amina K. And I should have gotten her address and put it down there. Amina K, if you want to know what's really going on in YouTube without watching all of those videos in a very short time, go to Amina K's channel. She has been thoroughly entertaining with the little stuff and the gifts that she puts in and the clips that she pulls in and puts out. Okay. And apparently, Miss Goody over there at Trill T Radio, I saw the clip on Amina K's of their night school. I don't know if they talked about me yet, but I don't care because she's entertaining. I have to say that at least. She is exceptionally entertaining at Trill T Radio too. So I was live yesterday and they had night school allegedly yesterday. So the video was gone. So unfortunately I didn't get a chance to fully watch it. But Goody is funny, okay? And one thing about it is that she's being upfront. It's not all comedy. It's that we as Black women are not building each other up. A lot of this mess that has been going on for a year, it needs to stop. I don't care who gets the point across at this point, but it needs to be put across. But if y'all can do it while laughing, that's even better. Okay? So go check out those content creators. Trill T Radio. Like she said, bring your amenities with you. And Amina K. Amina K does the short version of all of them and lets you know what's going on without you having to be engulfed in the foolishness. So I just wanted to shine a light on that because those are new content creators. They need followers. Well, Goody said she doesn't care about being monetized, but I still support a Black woman. Amina is just funny. She doesn't say anything. We don't know her voice or anything. So yeah, it's just she puts it together. But both of them are big right now on stop cyber bullying. So whatever way you got to get the message out, I'm with it. Stop cyber bullying. Stop cyber stalking. Go get you some help if you feel that, well, you don't got to, if you're doing it, okay? If you're doing it, it's not healthy. It's not healthy for you. It's not healthy for the community. It's just not good. And so I'm with the campaign of stop cyber bullying. Let's do something else with our time, ladies and gentlemen. So instead of worrying about what other folks is doing all the time. Lastly, down there at the Q's channel and during game night, which Cat and Chat, you still Cat won this week. They have fun game nights every week. And there is a new, I don't want to say sheriff, there's a new character in town called Tammy the Machine Robertson. Tammy allegedly is Danny's sister, and she's looking for Danny to check Danny to right the wrongs that Danny has made and bring her home and get her up off the streets. Child, we can't write this foolishness. Well, they do. Hey, woo, child. Like, this is hilarious. And so, if you see a Storm character opposite of, yes, child, she put the video up and she take it down because otherwise I will play it. She said, oh, hell no, I'm going to miss listen. We finna get up out of here anyway, get up out of service. So she put up 2 videos, then she took it down. So she said they got some family business that they need to tend to, and they need Danny to be over there to figure out what's going on. And Danny done up here lost her mind, and she is running amok on the streets, and she need to come get her sister. AT2 ran about the chat. Look, y'all people is bored. She was like, my sister's supposed to be left, and she ain't left. So, I don't know how to react to all of this. But now we got a Tammy Robertson. They not twins. But it's her sister. Hey, Robin. You got a Tammy Robertson. You got a Danny Robertson. So if you see something going on, like, I'm just interested. Like, all the robots are going crazy. I'm interested in how this is going to go. But Tammy Robertson says, I cannot. Hair flip. So, now the word on the street, now everybody knows who it is. There, it's Amina. It's Cups of Conversation. I don't know. She wants to. This person, Mr. Farid. Oh, Nola. Yeah, Nola, you don't be. You don't know nothing about this foolishness. So, just to bring you up to speed. Okay, I come from All About the Tea era. So after All About the Tea, then was the Nosy Ho situation with the doxing. So Nosy Ho, got into it with a young lady, named Monique Tolbert, and doxed her live on camera. So allegedly, Danny Robertson is a relative of Monique Tolbert, and she came to avenge the doxing of Monique Tolbert. And she was letting everybody know what Nosy Ho was doing, and she put everybody down on Nosy Ho. Well, when she didn't rest, Nosy Ho got her channel taken, but she's back with 2 monetized channels. That's some other news. Nosy Ho is here and here to stay, child. So she's a fictional character that was here to get rid of Nosy Ho. But she just stayed. People like her, and she just stayed. And so currently at the moment, she's into it with Tales from the Cult. And her and Sean David Way, and All About Teresa, they got that shit over there, and they going back and forth. And, Tales says she queen of beef, and shit, and more shit going back and forth between them. So Danny Robinson was supposed to leave, and she's also heading up the campaign of canceling John Yates. And we haven't done that yet. You can't make this shit up. It's silly. It's stupid. And so now Danny was supposed to have been gone last year, but she's still around. No shade to her. So she has a whole tribe called the Avengers, and that's her, her followers. And so I guess somebody is tired of Danny, so they've created Tammy in lieu of Danny, and they said, they finna get Danny up out of here. And they all have robot voices, and they are fictional people. Mm. They're real people hiding behind a fictional character. So, yes. That is where we are. I just brought you up to speed with YouTube news. Nola reads. And so, with that being said, that's all I got for you, child. Unless y'all got some other questions, comments, and concerns. I didn't know. I thank y'all for watching 50/50 News. You didn't know this? Yes, that's what happened. I am Princess A.V, your host, okay? You're watching 50/50 News, where we go over local news, which is local to Chicago metropolitan area and Indiana, national and world news, celebrity news, and YouTube news as well. Oh, yeah, it's all kind of messy. It's foolishness. It's nothing but pure foolishness. Pure foolishness. So I thank y'all for watching. If you'd like to reach out to me, hit me an email. Or if you have a story, you could do that as well. Or you can hit me on Facebook. Or you could hit me over here down to the IG. I will respond. Also, please give the benevolence of a Cash App, Super Chat, a Venmo, PayPal, or Zelle to the channel. It all goes to help me and help this channel. I promise. No, I ain't gonna say that. But I will do right by your phone. I will be back in the building. I might feel like doing some arts and crafts. I'll let y'all know. I might do it tonight, depending on how I feel. But besides that, I'll definitely be back in here on Sunday, where we will be doing a Sunday morning inspiration and meditation. It is members only, but we have a great time of resetting our minds, our bodies, and our spirits, getting ready for the rest of the week. And then you will see me and California Cutie and the gorgeous Nola Reads in the evening, where we're talking about Huntsville. Okay, I'm interested to see what Martell is going to say. And actually, Letitia was live during this live, so I didn't catch what she was talking about. But aside from that, please make sure that you like this live. Also, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell, and that way you can always know when I will be live. And if you're so inclined, please not only join the Royal Citizens by subscribing, but press the join button. And you could be a legal royal citizen, and you don't have to stay in the Palace Garden. You can get you your own room over here at the Palace. So I appreciate you all for coming out. Have a great weekend. Go out and walk the kids in nature and tell somebody you love them, because if nobody's told you today, I love you. Have a good day.